My name is Susan John Upshaw, and I'm a MercyFirst mom. I became a foster mother when I saw my aunt with some foster kids that I fell in love with. And she told me she's a foster mom. I said, how do you get to be a foster mom? And she told me about MercyFirst. And I came in and applied, and I got the first child in my house in 2008. Fell in love with her and adopted her. Her name was Olga Christoph. She came into my house at age 5. It was a little difficult for me because I have never seen about children who was that hyper. Let me cry. MercyFirst is a big help because without MercyFirst I couldn't do it. MercyFirst is the ground and where I get my kids from. So I'll thank MercyFirst for that. Right. When she came up for adoption, I spoke with my husband. I said, it's very hard to let go of this child. What should we do? He said, what you want to do? I said, I want to adopt her because I don't want her to go anywhere else. It's going to be hard to cut apart from this child. And he said, okay, let's adopt her. So we adopted her in 2009. She came up for adoption and I adopted her. And I changed her name to Amaya Johnson. Yes, I have another foster child in my home. About 4 years ago, her name is Ruth Rodriguez. She's autistic. When she came to my house, she couldn't say not even ha or bye. Now she speaks little words. She can say thanks, no mama, yes, bye. And with her, working with her was very, very hard because she couldn't speak and it was difficult relating to her. I didn't know what she wants. She screams, she will hit, when she gets in a rage, and if she wants something, she will just yell and yell without saying it. But now she's a completely different child because I've studied her. I've done a lot of courses on autism. And I studied the child, and she's doing much better. We relate to her much better by me going and do a lot of research. I relate to the child much better, and now she's speaking because if she comes and she tap on me and she will point her and she will take me to whatever she wants, I will say milk, and she will say milk. She would try to say the word milk or tea or she will say mama, food. She tried to say the word food, Yes. My 2 kids bring joy to my heart. I always look forward to seeing them, especially when they leave the school on morning and come home on evening. They do bring joy to my heart. Anytime I'm anywhere, my kids are always with me. I do not go nowhere without my kids. I go on vacation, they're on vacation. I go on cruises, they're on cruises with me. Because they are my heart, they are my life. I love my kids. It's very, very rewarding to me to have them in my life. I used to work in the hotels, and I have a friend, she comes by a lot to my house, and she was asking me about how you go about being a foster parent. And I told her she lives in Jersey. Now she is a foster mom of 3 kids, and she thanks me every day because she fell in love with my kids. That we go across her house and spend time, and she will come across and she always want to know how it is, what you do. And she has 3 kids of her own now, and she's so happy with them that we both families come together and spend time. And I will advise anybody, go for it. It's very, very hectic at first. It's very difficult. It takes time in learning the kids' needs because each one of them have different needs and wants. But you have to take time to know that kids and learn that kid. And once you learn that kid and love that kid, it's a joy because most of them, that's what they need. A hug, I love you, a squeeze here and there. That's all they need, love. Well, I only have 1 child. And I bring her up to love people as well. She's fall in love with her sisters and she don't want to part with them. She's in college right now and she comes home and she look for her sister and she will take her sister up in her room and they will sleep and have fun. She love her sisters. Oh yeah, we do a lot of silly things. I do a lot of silly things. I own daycare, so we go on trips. Every trip I go on to, my both kids are with me, even though I have to pull them from school that day. I let the teacher know, listen, we're going to the circus on the 13th of April. Or we going to, the last trip we went on, we went to see, what do we call that show? The Christmas show, the Rockets, you know. So we do a lot of things. We do a lot of things. We go to Chuck E. Cheese. There's always fun in my home. Mother's Day was a family day at my home. We all gathered together. We cooked for our mom. She was a working mom too. She was also an RN. So we'll always cook for our mom. Everybody will come home. I come from a family of 7, including myself. So everybody would be at that house on Mother's Day, waiting for when my mom come home from work because, nurse work during holidays. And when my mom come home, we will cook and clean and be ready for her. I said my mom was a wonderful woman. She instilled a lot of integrity in me. She was full of strength. She passed 3 years ago. She met my kids before and she fell in love with them. It's hard to speak of her. It's really hard. It's hard to speak of my mom, but she was a wonderful, strong woman, and I get my strength from my mom. From the MercyFirst mom to all of you, happy Mother's Day.